picture of two teams for this afternoon, Leyton, Orient and Boreham Wood.
They do love their FA Cup antics at Boreham Wood. Here they are again in the first round against league opposition. Only now, Boreham Wood are a National League South side, so any potential upset would have that added zing to it. Leyton Orient just above the relegation zone in League One. Their manager Richie Wellens has said himself that he'd far rather have a league game this weekend to rectify that form first. There is one surviving member in Boreham Wood's team from that famous FA Cup win at Bournemouth 3 seasons ago. That's the number 10 Tyrone Marsh. Fellow forward Kwesi Appiah has been in fine fettle of late in front of goal. Orient have made 5 changes from their 3-0 defeat in the league at Wycombe last week. It was meant to be 6, but Tom James's injury means Omar Beckles is a late replacement. You sense that the door might be open for several to play their way into Richie Wellens' thoughts beyond this weekend. A little messy from Boreham Wood, and they need to stay alert to this. This is Galbraith giving it back to Don Ball. Now O'Neill. Here's Ball. Jaden Sweeney. Galbraith keeping that head firmly up to check on the movement inside the penalty area. It's come outside the penalty area instead to O'Neill, who is continuing to lurk on the edge of Boreham Wood's penalty area. Ajay. Trying to make his way past Dunlove, who got a bit of the ball, but he's got to be careful not to get too much of Ajay, who stayed on his feet. There's O'Neill and there's Ashmore. That is a very, very good stop. Get the sense that Ollie O'Neill probably should have scored that. Orient are keeping Boreham Wood firmly pinned in right now. Donnelly. Beautiful feet here. And Ashmore can't keep that out. Sonny Perkins has scored the opener. Leyton Orient leads inside 12 minutes. Perkins' shot just had too much power on it for Ashmore. And there was a feeling that was coming from the League One team, who were patiently waiting their moment to strike, but actually it's the quality of Sonny Perkins' feet. Nipped it past 2, and I think ultimately Ashmore will be disappointed that that has gone almost through the hands of the Boreham Wood goalkeeper. It's the sort of save that routinely he would be able to make, but he's not kept that one out. And Sonny Perkins has his very first Leyton Orient goal. Whelan, it was a bit of an ask of Sousa, that pass. It was at chest height, and so much so that he couldn't bring it down. Here's Daniel Ajay. And Sousa nipping at his heels, but Ajay goes on, and the pass out of the reach of those waiting, which included O'Neill. Sousa a very legitimate short option, but Whelan goes deeper. The header is actually going to come back to Whelan again, who might have found himself in an offside position. He's not offside, Whelan, and the goalkeeper's grabbed it. Plucked by Josh Keeley. Now the Northern Irish international, Ethan Galbraith. Ajay dinking it through. Donnelly trying to run onto it. Ajay's got it again. Bush is trying to get close to him. Ajay, good effort, good hands from Ashmore. That'll help the Boreham Wood goalkeeper, I think, just to get a firm feel of a ball. Here is one of Boreham Wood's most recognisable faces, Femi Ilisammi, in his second spell now with the club. His first one was of a reasonable length. His second has lasted 6.5 years, but he didn't last long with the ball there. He's lost it to Ajay, whose shot has bounced off Ilisammi, who will be pleased he was the one that it deflected off, I imagine. Galbraith, not the first time Orient have gone for the short corner option. Ball swirling cross, and the effort from Simpson. You just sense that Boreham Wood really cannot afford to concede again here before half-time. This is Whelan. That's a nicely floated ball in the direction of Unlove. Leon Love. Oh, he's gone over. But just like that, he's back on his feet again. And he's got the trick to get away from his man. Sweeney's clearance was positioned perfectly, the Orient fullback. Is there something dramatic to come at the end of this first half, right at the end of the first half? Whelan's ball in. Perkins won the header, and rather fitting that he gets the last touch of the first half because he's had the most critical touch of the first half. Sonny Perkins with the Leyton Orient goal, his first for the club as well since his move from Leeds United on loan. Ethan Galbraith has controlled things in the centre of midfield for the League One side, who have looked relatively unflustered. Boreham Wood yet to get the magic wand out that we've seen on multiple occasions before in this FA Cup competition. But maybe there's a spark still to come from the National League South side. They need to find one. At half-time, Boreham Wood 0, Leyton Orient 1. Sweden. Him and Richardson have enjoyed a good duel on that left-hand side for Orient. Here he is again, Sweeney. Ajay is there. It's going to come to Perkins, and Ajay makes it 2-0. Sonny Perkins has scored one, and now he's made one too. And Daniel Ajay was not going to miss that opportunity. Leyton Orient in a commanding position all of a sudden at the beginning of this second half. It's initially a really good ball in from Sweeney. Ajay wasn't trying to find Perkins, but Perkins was certainly trying to find Ajay when he eventually got the ball. Got his head up really quickly, Sonny Perkins, didn't even need to take a touch. Bit too straightforward in the end from a Boreham Wood perspective. And this great FA Cup team of recent years have got a great lot of work to do in this second half now. They are 2-0 down. Now, is one of these long Boreham Wood throws going to pay off? Bush with it. Bonta Homan needed to send it on. He sent it backwards. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that would have been brilliant from Charlie O'Connell. Keeley was backpedaling and panicking there, the Orient keeper. Something inventive from the young substitute. A glance up, knew that Keeley was slightly off his line. It is a corner. Would have been one of the FA Cup goals of the weekend. Ball looking after things again in midfield for Orient. Here's Galbraith. Sweeney. Perkins. Sonny Perkins, little touch on it. Takes it away for a corner. There's a bit of a touch on Perkins' boot as well. That might be a sore one. It's not necessarily been a loan spell that's worked out for Sonny Perkins so far since his switch from Leeds. So he'll be very grateful that he's got his Orient goal today. In comes the delivery. And Ashmore is in trouble. And the ball has skimmed the top of his crossbar from Donnelly. He went for placement rather than power, the Tottenham youngster. It's a nicely worked routine from Orient. Crept all the way through to Donnelly, didn't it? Who just tried to lob it back over Nathan Ashmore without success. Need to try and muster something here, Boreham Wood. They really do. They've already seen half of this second half disappear in front of their eyes, and they've got 2 goals to try and find to take this to extra time. Souza, who's lifted that in, and Keeley was scampering across his goal before realising the danger was minimal, the Orient keeper. Sweeney's throw, Boreham would have switched off to that, and Ashmore has clung on to the effort. And they are needing to use all of them, Boreham Wood here at their Meadow Park home. Souza trying to lighten the mood. Whelan. Here's O'Connell, who's had one of the better opportunities for Boreham Wood in this second half. Souza, this is nice. Ilasami, and in. It's Marsh, and Boreham Wood are back in it. And of course it's Tyrone Marsh, because he absolutely adores an FA Cup goal. The man who scored here against AFC Wimbledon in round 3 back in 2022. Well, fast forward to round 1 in 2024. He scored against another league opponent, and this time it's Leyton Orient. Didn't need finesse, it just needed to be bundled in from Tyrone Marsh. And without a shadow of a doubt, it is the best Boreham Wood move of their entire game. Have already had a cup run this season, Leyton Orient, and actually one where they played the successful role of the underdog. They knocked out championship side Millwall in the EFL Cup in round 2. Ball across goal, Ashmore's got a hand on it, and fortunately for him, the bigger boot to clear it away from Richardson. Keeley's needed to come out here, and he's headed it away and out of play for a Boreham Wood throw. 15 minutes to go. Luke Gower clearly happy to go with the players that are out on the pitch. The only change that he's made in this game is the one that he was forced to make in the first half, with Jack Payne's departure. Awkward one for Simpson. Sweeney's clearance picked up by O'Connell. Flashed across goal and out of the reach of Unlove. Put into a beautiful area by Richardson. Don't know, in truth, how close Unlove was to that. Tom Whelan with the Boreham Wood corner. It's a good one, it's in! It's 2-2! Charlie O'Connell got his head on that. Boreham Wood just do not know when they're done in this competition. Pandemonium in the stands, and great pleasure for those on the pitch. Leyton Orient have succumbed to Boreham Wood. With 5 minutes to go, Boreham Wood of the National League South have made it 2-2. It's a brilliant header. And Charlie O'Connell, who scored in the last round against Carshalton, has scored an even bigger FA Cup goal for Boreham Wood here. And now what for Leyton Orient? Kelman, oh, it's brilliant, what a stop! Ashmore with an absolutely superb save. And that will feel like a giant slice of redemption as well for Nathan Ashmore, having perhaps been culpable for Leyton Orient's first goal. That is an unbelievable save to deny Jayasimi. Whelan wins the header. Surely not going to win this game, are they? It's Dixon, it was worth a go. Whelan takes it, it's bent in, it's loose, and Boreham would have won it! Or have they? O'Connell is penalised, it's not going to count. He thought he'd scored again. Boreham Wood thought they'd scored again. But actually, the flag is up for an offside, I think. It's a super finish from O'Connell. Don't take that away from him. But it's a very good call from the assistant referee. Appiah, good win from him. Souza now. Look how many white shirts have got forward here. Souza's curling delivery. Richardson's won it twice. There's O'Connell again, and it's wide of the post. It's a corner. Sammy hooking it forward. Won by Dixon. Down by Happy for Leyton Orient. Here's Galbraith. Brown hitting the channel. O'Neill chasing. Ilasami getting it caught in his feet. Here's Brown. That's a clever pass. It's Kelman. Kelman, and over the bar from Jayasimi. Inside the final 60 seconds, just about back towards Keeley. Doesn't look in a great hurry, does he, the Leyton Orient goalkeeper, to get the ball forwards? Maybe they're just sensing the League One team that they need the opportunity to reset. They're going to get the chance to reset. There's some boos from those Orient fans. Their team have chucked away a 2-goal lead, but what a response from Boreham Wood. Their great history with this FA Cup competition goes on. They are making another Football League team really work for their money this afternoon. We have an extension on this Sunday at Meadow Park. After 90 minutes, it's finished. Boreham Wood 2, Leyton Orient 2. Extra time incoming. Appiah, it's bounced off his chest. It's come the way of Jayasimi. He's done well to stay on his feet. He nearly scored a cracker. That would have been glorious, wouldn't it, from Dialang Jayasimi? Kept his balance and then thrusted that shot towards Ashmore's goal. Sousa back there, and perfect really with his clearance up towards Appiah. He's looked after the ball well. He's got the free kick. Sagaf actually, who was has been sent sprawling there. Now, has Jaden Sweeney just been sent off here by referee Durkin? Had already been booked, so I'm not quite sure what the offence is for Jaden Sweeney there, but Leyton Orient are all of a sudden down to 10 men. Sweeney cannot quite believe it, but talk about the problems growing for the League One team. They've got a mountain to climb now, haven't they? And it's that is the reason why he's been cautioned again. It's because he's delayed the restart of play. That is a name that will be pinging back into the minds of Leyton Orient fans about now. Team that knocked them out of the FA Cup a few years ago. Whelan's delivery, header wide. That is a bit of an escape. Sousa. Ilasami. Sagaf lost his balance, but it might come for Whelan. And the goalkeeper has plunged on it eventually, Keeley. Nodded down by Chris Bush. And off down the other end goes Junior Dixon. He needs to take the ball with him. He's done well to play the pass. And here is Hare, and spreading himself brilliantly, the keeper Keeley. "120 epic minutes, and still this FA Cup tie cannot be determined. 4 goals, a red card, and a penalty shootout is on the way at Meadow Park. It has finished after extra time in this FA Cup first round game. Boreham Wood 2, Leyton Orient 2. On spot kick number 1 for Boreham Wood. And with plenty of Leyton Orient fans trying to distract him. Whelan, great save, Keeley. Didn't go far enough wide of him from Whelan. He has only just returned from injury. Jayasimi calmly done. Been very composed in Boreham Wood's backline today, Bush, but how's the composure now from the penalty spot? Oh, it's not good. And this is all going wrong for Boreham Wood. And to put them in a supreme position straight away, O'Neill stopped by Ashmore. The topsy-turvy nature of this FA Cup game just keeps on delivering. 4 penalties so far, and 3 of them have been missed. But the responsibility sits with the former Bristol Rovers and Gillingham man. Josh Hare, now they've got themselves going. First one converted from a Boreham Wood perspective. But penalties can do a funny thing to you. Not for Pratley. That's the best spot kick yet. That was what Chris Bush was trying to do. To try and get Boreham Wood level in the shootout. And he can't. That is a long way over the top from Junior Dixon. Never have Boreham Wood needed Nathan Ashmore at any point this afternoon more than they do now, their goalkeeper. Galbraith and Orient progress. 3-1 in the shootout after the most incredible FA Cup tie, where League One were pushed all the way by National League South. But in the end, composure, experience, pressure, it all came into it in those penalties, and it is Richie Welling's team who are through to round 2. But what heart, what courage from Boreham Wood on another tremendous FA Cup afternoon for them. But this is where the adventure ends.